I call Marama Fox.
A tēnā koe te mane whakawā, nei te mihi atu ki a koe o tira ki te whare. Kia koutou o ku whanaunga e noho nei, e mātakitaki nei, e nāneke hanga o paremata, mai te wā pātaitai, mai te pōhiri tata, taino atu ki te mutunga o tēnei wahanga ma koutou, nei te mihi atu ki a koutou. O ku pau o kurahi e hui a kanohi nei, tēnei te mihi atu ki a koutou. Kai te tuku whakaro ki a rātou, koe mate mai i ngā tau kua hipa atu, a rātou i tīmata te kawe e tēnei haerenga, a rātou i tīmata te whawhai mo te whenua, e hari te mea nā rātou anake engari kei te pirangi au te mihi atu ki a mātua rangi Haruru, Fitzgerald, mātua tāne nui a rangi te awe awe, whaia kura te rangi Baker, whaia Ruth Harris, and whaia Kararaina Tate. I te tīmatanga o tēnei mahi, ora katoa rātou, ora katoa rātou. Tainu atu ki tēnei rangi, ko tātou te hunga ora nei, ko tātou te hunga e tūtuki nei i o rātou nā wawata, te whawhai tonu, te kawe tonu i tēnei o Ngātaki. Nā reira kei te mihi. He uri tēnei o Rangitāne ki te Wairarapa, he uri tēnei o Ngāti Kahungunu hoki. Ka re taia te whakawehe. Iai ki tāku kaumātua, tātou whanaunga Onko Kuki. Ko era tāna ki au. He waiwai tau mārama kairoto i ngā waka erua. Ka re taia te pēhea. Nā reira, kai te pirangi au te tuku mihi atu ki ai e tēnei wā aha ko te Manawatu tēnā, whanaunga katoa tātou ki tā te Wairarapa, nā reira ka mihi. Tēnei rohe o Manawatu ka tīmata ki te awa, e whai haere i te awa, taino ki Rangitikei, tararua, ruahine, tai atu ki te tai hauauru, me te Manawatu, te ngutu awa o Manawatu. Mr. Speaker, ka huri pēr ki te reo prawa ma tātou katoa ki a mārama ai tātou. Mr. Speaker, as with many treaty settlements, those who begin the journey are not always the ones who end the journey. Those who begin the journey to right the wrongs of the past dedicate their lives to ensuring that their people have a better future.
Kia ora.
Our whānau who take up the struggle in the whawhai, they do so not for themselves, but for their descendants, those who are still yet to come, for their tamariki, mukapuna, ngāuri whakaheke. And so we've already acknowledged those who have lost the struggle along the way and are not here kanohi, but are here wairua tēnei rangi. Mr. Speaker, in the submission from Rangitāne o Manawatu Settlement Trust, they acknowledge the recent passing as well of Ngāti Mairehau Hapu representative Pōtaka Tate in April of this year. His loss is undoubtedly felt the most by his beloved wife and children, and we read how Pōtaka was a man steeped in his tikanga and cultural practices, which were part of his daily life. Like many others, he was active in the affairs of his hapu from a very early age. His mother, Kararaina Tate, was a founding member of Tāne Nui Arangi Manawatu Incorporated and a negotiator for the Rangitāne o Manawatu treaty claims until her passing in 2012. Pōtaka, a speaker at the Rangitāne o Manawatu deed of settlement signing and was there and was genuinely looking forward to the future of Rangitāne o Manawatu, and he brought his own sense of passion. His loss, like the others, is still keenly felt. Rangitāne o Manawatu has been working towards settlement with the Crown since 1998. 1998, when Tāne Nui Arangi Manawatu Incorporated gained a mandate to represent the iwi in negotiations. From 1859 to 1866, Crown purchase of over 500,000 acres of land in which Rangitāne o Manawatu had customary interests was taken. On July 1998, the Crown and Rangitāne o Manawatu signed terms of negotiation, which brings us to this point. And it is with a heavy heart again today that we acknowledge that we are unable to succeed or to progress to the third reading, which would have happened tomorrow. It's been well canvassed. We are well aware of the political game playing that has ensued, which has put this on hold. And I apologise on behalf of this House to our whānau that the game playing of this House has interrupted what has been a long and determined struggle to come to your final day, the final day, iwi o Rangitāne o Manawatu, where we could put these things aside and start to move on. One of the things we discussed at length and heard submissions from was around the Tangi Moana Crown Forest licence land and 113 to 117 Fitzherbert Avenue, Barmers North, which will now be transferred to Rangitāne o Manawatu on the settlement date. And we heard people making cross claims in the area, and some of the debate that ensued was about who lives there now, who lived there when, where is Ahika? And it reminded me, in fact, of the debate that happened often from the Crown when they came and settled, or from settlers and the Crown when they came and settled this land. If you don't live on it, it can't be yours. If it doesn't surround your house, then it's free for us to have. And so that was the similar debate that happened for the Crown Forest area. But on settlement, Rangitāne o Manawatu will have the option we'll get that, but we'll also have the option to purchase with a deferred selection period of 2 years from the settlement date, 10 sites within the Rangitāne o Manawatu area of interest. And that again is somewhat dismaying to me, that actually the Crown can gift land for next to nothing to a university, an education institution, or a charity. But yet, when it comes to settlement, they negotiations ensue where you have to pay for that land to get it back after it was taken unjustly in the first place. So we come to this point, and in the spirit of trying to move on, Rangitāne o Manawatu have taken up the challenge, Mr. Speaker, to settle now and to progress into the future and do all the things, all of the dreams, fulfill the aspirations of those who have not made it to this point, who have passed on in the struggle and the fight, and left it to those ākanohi, koutou, kai te ora tonu, ka tūtuki tēnei ki roto i a koutou nā ringa, kai roto i a koutou ringa, te tūtuki o a rātou nā wawata. Nā reira, oku whanaunga, harikoa taku nā kau te kitatu i a koutou katoa, e noho nei ki runga i ngā tūru o te whare. Nei te mihi atu ki a koutou, hihi ko te hinengaro, hihi ko te wairua, tēnā koutou, kia ora mai tātou katoa.